Hey, my name's Tim Christoson, and I have the privilege of pastoring the Bible Baptist Church in Howell, Michigan. And not long ago, our church was needing to embark upon a capital campaign for the need to relocate our church facility to a new piece of property that the Lord had provided for us. And our church had never undergone a capital campaign before, had never been involved in a major building program before. I had been a participant as a church member in other campaigns in other places, but I knew for our church that we couldn't go into this lightly, and we needed really the wisdom of the Lord and some strong partners to help us lead our congregation. Though they were faith-filled and generous and enthusiastic about our future, I knew that we needed to get this process right and have the Lord's leadership, most of all, in the process. So we began to pray and study our options, and someone referred us to Church Growth Services, and I am so grateful that they did. We first met with Bill and Mike, and it was obvious that they weren't just business consultants, but they were servants of the Lord who would be prayer partners with us and coaches with us. And what happened was, after we finally made the decision to begin, and just a lot of sessions of discerning our readiness, and then also putting together options for what the campaign might look like. It wasn't a cookie cutter, one size fits all. It was a very customized, personal approach. And we were able to really talk about our church's personality and our preferences with respect to how we approach the campaign. And what was so encouraging to us was the desire to be a partner for us and to counsel us on the vast experience that Bill and Mike and the team had that could then be brought to us to help us walk in wisdom. So once we started, it was just so encouraging to really have a 6 or a 9 month period where we had wisdom to lean into, and it was almost like hiring a staff team to come alongside of us. It was a very modest financial investment when you compare it to other options, and when you compare it to the literal potential of having a full-time dedicated staff member to help you lead in these important areas. So we first of all appreciated Church Growth Services coming alongside of our staff team and our building committee, and then coming alongside of our campaign leaders and those that would influence our church through this period, and then helping us with advice on printed materials and testimonial plans and all of the process leading up to the campaign. We are a church, at the time we were a church of a few hundred people with somewhat medium or modest sized budget, and yet we had a great need. And so our goal was that we would have 140 some families pledge over 3 years, $1.65 million. And I thought that was a huge goal. As a result of all of our counsel with CGS, that was what we had settled into as sort of an ambitious, faith-filled goal. We presented that to our church family, and over the course of the campaign, we were able to communicate with them and pray together with our church and make presentations to our small groups through volunteers in our church who were trained by Mike at CGS. And when Celebration Sunday came, we were able to celebrate the fact that our church pledged over $2 million from over 150 households. And so it was just a great step forward for our church. We are now approaching the 1 year mark in our campaign, and I'm happy to say that our church is exceeding the pledges that were made. And we're just so grateful for the encouragement all along the way from Church Growth Services.